Hey, Anna, hope you're doing well. So this new interest base or the unobvious interest-based targeting that I've been doing goes a little something like this. So we take a source list of really obvious interests, so things that kind of are really, really obvious that the person that the audience will be interested in on Facebook or behaviors. So something like this, like alternative medicine, energy healing, Hay House, medicinal plants, traditional Chinese medicine, something like that. And we take those and we plug it here into the Audience Insight tool. So let's take, for example, alternative medicine. Plug that in there. And what this does, it will spit out the top 100 pages that someone who is interested in alternative medicine is most likely to follow on Facebook. So I can get that top 100 list. So I do that, I copy that whole list. And what this means is obviously medical medium. Someone who is interested in alternative medicine is 68 times more likely to follow medical medium. They're 57 times more likely to follow Dr. Josh Ash. Sorry, I had my psycho dogs in the background fighting, which was distracting me. Yes, so back to that. So, etc. I take those top 100 lists and I plug them all in to create one giant list. So I do that for each individual one. So I'll take the top 100 for alternative medicine. I'll then take the top 100 for, let's say, traditional Chinese medicine. And I do that over and over for every single one, and take that top 100 list and I plug them all in together and I get something like this. So then I count how many times each, or count the copies of each page that appears the most. So for here, for example, medical medium appears 6 times out of the 10 that I did as a test. So out of the top 100, medical medium comes into 6 of those top 100. So, and again for mountain rose herbs or sacred science, etc. So then what I could do is then just run an ad purely just using that one targeting. So just using medical medium as the targeting, and do that for maybe a handful or a dozen of those. The idea behind that is obviously it's quite an unobvious, or it's not, it's a bit of a niche audience or interest that we can target. So a lot of the competitors probably won't be doing this. A lot of competitors, for example, might be using medicinal or traditional Chinese medicine. So there's more people or more advertisers running ads against that interest, and our ads are going to cost more because they're competing with more people. So if we run to medical medium, there's probably going to be a lot less people targeting specifically that. So the idea there is the CPM is lower. We're able to deliver more for a cheaper cost, and in theory, get more leads at a cheaper cost. Now, they're not all going to work all the time. It's about testing here, and then once we find the ones that work, we just honed in on those and scale them up. So that's that idea. But more kind of just read through your email here. And I think, as you say, the highest priority is to get qualified practitioner leads. So this strategy here might work a lot better towards a consumer-based interest audience. So I'm not so sure how it will work with looking at job titles or going after businesses or business owners. I mean, we can test it, but I think the smartest and the best thing to do there is to rely on Facebook to do the heavy lifting for us and plugging in those the updated practitioner lists that Mariel has sent me through today. So I've created the lookalikes for those, and I've already uploaded them and created the lookalikes and started applying that to our ads. So that might be the best strategy, but I mean these other things are great to test, and we can just have a look and see what the results are like. So I can test that out. But then on the other hand, I do have all the health modalities kind of bunched into one. It's 140,000. I mean, it's not tiny, but relatively on the scale of all of the USA, it's not large. So we can test that out. I'll definitely pop that into targeting as well, so we can go after specific people with those job titles. Now, the one other thing, which is a bit annoying, and obviously not everyone who is falls within this work industry doesn't won't have that job title associated with their Facebook page. So a lot of people don't even disclose that information to Facebook, so it limits how we target. So that's why we then rely on lookalike audiences and interest-based audiences to find those people, and really just call them out in the ad. Say, are you a practitioner? Do you run your own practice? Do you want to learn how to turn your practice into a cloud-based business? Those sorts of things. So, I mean, it's all about testing here. It's testing different audiences, testing different strategies, and then just seeing which ones work and then following those and honing in those and scaling those up. But I hope that makes sense. If you've got any questions there, just give me a shout and I will chat to you soon. Thank you. Bye.